Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it's actually indeed a very generic technology that we have developed for the Internet of Things. Although, I mean, our origins are within the smart home area, so therefore we would have perfectly fit in the last section. But you can use our technology also within the area of logistics, so therefore that doesn't matter that much. So what we are presenting is, in our eyes, the next evolutionary step in the area of Internet of Things. We are actually a IT software company located in Dortmund. Started operation in March 2016, so now a good year of operation. And we are specialized in software mainly, but we also know a good little thing about hardware development. So we are in general talking about the IoT industry. You might heard a lot about IoT already today, so I think we can all agree that this market is quite huge. We do not need to talk about this. There are several predictions outside how many devices might be connected in the next couple of years. Whoever is right, that market is quite huge. What do we know about this? We have at least, let's say, the core team of our company has developed one of the largest smart home systems in Europe with now more than 800,000 devices connected. And that gave us actually the ability to learn what works in IoT, what doesn't work, what are the challenges, and not only in developing an IoT system, but also in operating an IoT system, and then use these learnings to form a new technology, and that is also why we have created Lemonbeat, the Lemonbeat technology. Our mission is to go far beyond just the smart home market, but really address at least 25% of the IoT market. And what we want to do is to make it very easy to build smart devices and connect them to the internet and find the most easy-to-use solution for that. We see actually three obstacles, three challenges in the IoT market that we are addressing with our technology, and that really goes just beyond smart home systems, whatever IoT application we are talking about, smart industry, smart energy, whatever it is, we see always the same problems in those markets. One is that we are typically talking about centralized solutions. What does that mean? Usually, how IoT is thought today is that you have a dumb device, whether it's a sensor, it's an actuator, it's doing something, it's reading some data, and it's delivering it somewhere to a central instance. So that can be a cloud server, or it can be any other control server, but in general, it's a central solution. So whenever that central system falls apart, then the whole system doesn't work anymore. Yeah? So it also has a lot of latency issues for a lot of industry applications. That is not acceptable, that the intelligence sits within the center, within the cloud. But it also, we learned from various projects that it's quite cost intense to deliver all the data up to a cloud service and then make a decision what needs to be done on another device. So that is what we are addressing with our technology. Second thing is everybody is talking about platforms at the moment, so who has the better IoT platform and what have you, but nobody is really taking care of the people who actually make those devices that need to become smart. They have done in the past maybe mowing robots or any other kind of device, so they are typically engineer-driven companies, and they want to make their product smart. Nobody is really helping them with that. And what typically happens is they are hiring 2, 3 poor embedded IT developers, and they are then sitting in a company of hundreds of engineers, and that is typically for them not the most fun place to work. Third thing is that everybody looks at the moment at connectivity solutions. So who has the better connectivity? What is the range? What is the data bandwidth? And so on. And who's better in that? Who's making that race? We think that is not the right view, because there will always be a different connectivity solution depending on the use case. So some need very low energy consumption for a certain radio. Others simply need a cable. And that will not be the one-fits-all solution for every application. So what are we doing with our technology? We have developed, yeah, you can say kind of an operating system for the IoT that runs on a simple device, yeah, down to a device that needs to run on a coin cell for a couple of years, up to a cloud server. Yeah? So really covering that range. That is exactly the opposite how typically IoT is thought about. Yeah? Typically that comes from a web server, and then people are thinking about, okay, how do I bring this technology to a small constrained device? And then you're talking about light versions and what have you, and that is, in our eyes, not the way to go. We make the devices intelligent themselves, so even the poorest sensors and actuators, as I said, that might need to run on a coin cell for a couple of years, we bring intelligence on that device, and then they are interacting directly. Yeah? So the intelligence doesn't sit within a central server, but it sits within the network, which is also the idea, I think, of the internet in general. The second thing is we make it easy to build a smart device. Yeah? We are doing that by giving our customers building blocks. You can compare it really with a Lego system, yeah, that makes it also for people who are in the engineering area easy to build smart devices based on software. And the last thing, we have also our own connectivity solutions, our own radio, but in general, we provide the possibility that you can choose whatever is necessary for your use case, whatever connectivity solution is necessary, as long as it follows the internet protocol standards. So our general idea is that also in the IoT space, things, so devices, should be addressable and should interact like on the internet as well. Yeah? So on the internet you have HTML, you send that to a browser that runs on any kind of device, and it shows and operates websites, whatever it is. It can be a blog, video site, online banking, doesn't matter. We have developed our Lemonbeat smart device language, so it's comparable to HTML, that simply runs on our software and can be run on a small microcontroller. You can see that here really on the tip of the finger, and then that's operating all kinds of devices. We are earning money by licensing the software that can run on the device itself, can run on gateways, can also run in backends. We are also creating hardware wherever that is necessary. As I said, we have quite a good knowledge about hardware development as well, because we know what thing makers are typically confronted with, and we can also help them. But that is not our core business. It's just meant for enabling this market and enabling licensing our software stack in the very end. Last but not least, of course, we also provide services to customers so that we can help them develop their own projects with our technology. Our routes to market, in general, of course, we are marketing our products ourselves. So we go to fairs, and also do cold calling to customers where we think they might be interested in our technology, also to learn what their issues are and their pain points. But we also building at the moment a large partner network, because we also want other companies, other software companies, other hardware developers to use our technology and use that within their projects. So that will be also the main path to the market from our perspective. And third one is that we are also creating with partners together solutions that go beyond our technology, so where we are showing what actually works, what can be done with our technology, and that it's really working in real life. Market traction, these are the 4 verticals that we are currently addressing: smart home, building automation, Industry 4.0, and smart energy. In all these areas we have now partners and existing customers. We have now about 100,000 devices in the field, and the other numbers you can directly see from that slide. At the moment, we still need financing from our mother company. Our expectation is, however, that with a growing number of devices using our software and partners using our technology, We will earn our main revenues from software licensing and want to break even in 2019-20. We are mainly looking for strategic investors who want to use our technology and at the same time also support our company as an investor. Thanks.